Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this channel. This video is a bit different from all the videos we've been having. So some of you asked me to talk about other things other than simply schoolwork and academics. So this is the first video of that kind. And one of the topics that you requested me to talk about was how to prepare for your dream job. You've just joined a university or you're in your second year and you're trying to see, how do I prepare for my dream job? How do I make myself competent for my future? So this video is just 3 simple tips. I kept it simple. 3 simple tips on how to prepare for your dream job while you are at the university. So in this video, I'm just talking about 1, understand the content that they're teaching. 2, I want to talk about an aspect called shadowing, and I want to encourage you to find a mentor. That's the 3rd point. So just those 3 simple tips for today's video. So tip number 1, understand the subject matter. Here I'm really saying that pay attention in class as they're teaching and study and keep the grades up. Why is this important? It's because when you start working, the things you are learning, you have to put them into practice. You have to understand the content. You have to be sharp. So you don't want someone to help you get a job and then you get there and you can't execute. So one of the things I keep encouraging my students or the people I mentor is make sure you're present in class. Understand the subject. Pay attention to what the teacher is teaching. Keep the grades high. Make sure you study for exams, because that way you're building content and you're building competence. It means that when they give you a certain assignment, you will execute it because you understood what was told. Simply that. So make sure you try to focus during school time. Do not do extra work, as in going to work while studying during term time. I always encourage students, focus on studying during term time, and then the holidays go and work. Why is this important? Because you want to give the study time your full attention and your utmost best, because you know what, you're only there for a short period of time. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and that's it. But remember, you're going to live for 8 years plus. So make sure that 3-4 years count in terms of you understanding the subject matter, understanding the content. If you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or a business person and they're teaching these things in class, concentrate and understand the subjects. Target to get the best results possible, because then you'll be competent when you start working and issues of your execution will not come into play. Someone will not take your job because you could not execute, you don't understand what you're doing. So this is the first tip I always give my students. Make sure you understand, pay attention, give it your best, get good grades, because that contributes towards building the discipline of hard work and the discipline of competence that you need to succeed in your dream job. My second point is on shadowing. And what do I mean by shadowing? For example, if you want to be a nurse, find a nurse that you like and that is willing to help you, and go and work with them. In other words, be their personal assistant. Follow them. I'm now talking about during weekends or holidays. Follow them, work with them, see what their day is like. When you're shadowing someone, you're walking in their shadow and you're doing what they're doing on a daily. That gives you an opportunity to see whether that's the kind of work you want to do for the rest of your life. You could be studying to be a business person, and then you shadow a businessman or a businesswoman and you realize, oh, this life is so stressful, I cannot manage it. So shadowing helps open your eyes on the reality on the ground. That's number 1. It's also sometimes a form of internship. For example, you look for an internship in a company and you work there during the holidays or on weekends, and you realize, oh my God, this is not for me. Or you realize, oh, this is the very thing that I really like. So that is how shadowing or internship placements help you. They help you to see whether that's what you like, and they all give you on ground work experience. So you're able to have work experience after school. You find that most jobs ask that, what is your work experience? What experience do you have at work? It is these internships and the shadowings that you provide that show that you have been working or you have experience at work. And why do they ask for experience? This is because you find that you hire someone and they don't know the basics of customer care, basics of how to execute anything, how to write letters. You don't want someone who's green. It's like when you go to get a maid, a house girl, and you get one from deep in the village who doesn't even know what flushing the toilet is or doesn't know how do the things open. You don't like that. So that's what the internships and the shadowings do. They give you basic practical experience, and that's what employers look for. That's what you want to have when you're starting your own business as a startup. So this is encouraged as an opportunity for you to prepare for your dream job. Go find an internship. You find that you're able to be hired. Many people who've interned in organizations after school has ended, their university has ended, they are taken on as full-time staff because they've already put in 3-4 years of internship. They know the workings, and the employer is not willing to now find someone new and train them. They're like, we've been training this person all this time, let us give them the job. So you see how you have a job already set up for you even before you finish school, because you are doing an internship somewhere or because you are shadowing someone. So I want to encourage you to shadow people and to do internships as a method of preparing for your dream job. Now, my third and last point is mentorship. And I think this is the greatest point even outside school. We need mentors. Everyone needs mentors in their lives. Why is this important? And by mentors, I'm talking about someone who's a bit 10 years or more older than you. If it is in terms of raising a family, having children, or how to work, how to excel, how to become prosperous, you always need a mentor. Why is this so? Because this is someone you're doing what they did 10 years ago. They are almost 10 years older than you. So the mentor is going to help you achieve so much in such a short time. They'll point you towards where to go and what not to do. So you find that the mentor is a person you want to be. You want to be when you're their age. You look for someone who's 10 years older than you, and you're like, I like their principles on marriage, I like their principles on business, I like their principles on raising families. So you follow them, you befriend them, you get into their lives. So they guide you, they put light on what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Because when you're young, you don't know so much, you're naive. So what the mentors do, they guide you, they tell you do this at this point in time. When we were much younger, we used to do a lot of, well, not a lot, but we used to love partying and traveling and all those things. But the mentors in our lives were saying that you guys, you're wasting your money now, but when you get married, you get children, you need that money, don't waste your money. They'll tell us, no, make sure you study during this time because that's the best time the body applies itself. They'll tell you that this is a time to focus on make sure that you have an internship by this period of time because the internships are given up in this calendar time on a year basis. So the mentor guides you on what to do, and you avoid pitfalls that you would have fallen into because you are ignorant. Mentors help you stay focused. They keep things easier for you. You don't have to go through mistakes to achieve things. The mentors guide you, and the mentors help you to keep focused and to stay on track. So mentorship is one of the most important aspects to success at whatever point in life you are. Even if you're 40, you need a mentor who's 50 plus, because they tell you the things that are happening to them as 50-year-olds and you avoid them. So while you're still at university, a mentor will help you to show you that this is how you study for law. This is how you study for agriculture. This is how you study for business. This is how you study for whatever you need to study. And the role of that mentor is really to help you path the way. Like you see that cartoon in the slide I've put. He's going ahead and you're just following his footsteps because he's doing what you want to achieve. He's already achieved what you want to achieve. And at the end of the day, you end up benefiting by doing things easily and simply. So what am I saying in summary? I'm saying that 1, understand what they're teaching you. Make sure you master the subject matter. 2, go for shadowing. Find someone to shadow, find an internship, especially during the early days. And then 3, find a mentor. A person who's older than you, way older than you, who lives the life you want to live, and start benchmarking what they did. Simply do what they did. Ask them for advice to tell you to do so that you can do what they did. So that concludes this video. I hope you enjoy it. If you want to hear more of these videos, you can send me a message and I'll be glad to provide more and on what you want me to talk about. Have a good day.